week
see
was
the sun
busy.
shining. Hope of
Yeah, it's
spring
beautiful out
again.
there. Hey, Cindy.
Hey there. Sorry, I didn't hear you guys. That was totally my fault, not yours.
No worries. No worries. Hi,
Uh,
Rachel.
Rachel is literally here.
Somebody better put on some headphones. That's so weird.
Her audio is off, so
Yeah.
she just has to head out in a few minutes to pick up her son. So
Yeah, I'm doing that today too.
yeah, done.
Hi,
Margaret,
no worries. Eat your lunch. Lunch is important.
I know lunch is happening for me
important.
after this meeting, I think.
Yeah. I ate a sandwich. It was like noon by the time I finished it, so I must have been hungry. And hi, Jonathan. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm eating too, so.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind looking, but I understand if you don't want to live stream your lunch.
Most people
We know
don't.
so many people are watching this. Hello, world. Our fascinating and scintillating meetings of the Community and Organizational Engagement Subcommittee.
You will be shocked at how often we get an email saying, I was tuning into the meeting and I heard XYZ thing. So there are actually folks listening,
Yeah.
which is great.
I mean, I assume they are. I just.
Yeah. I will say I was surprised when we first started getting messages that were like,
yeah,
we were
Does
listening.
it give you information on how many people are watching?
YouTube has like the number of views.
Yeah.
So
one watching now, it's me.
Hello twice, Rachel. Hello. Hello. Well, I know Andy can't make it. We have a pretty short agenda. So thanks to you for putting that together, because I was looking at it, I was like, do we have an agenda? I didn't even, this meeting kind of snuck up on me. Last week was busy with lots of things happening at CCSU over the spring break. So I know the first thing that we have are just kind of some updates, probably mostly from our esteemed CTH staff. So I don't know if you guys want to launch into that, and then I think the more interactive portion is probably going to come when we're revisiting the affiliates and municipalities list. So
yeah, so we had 7 great affiliate and local committee gatherings. I'll say they were all totally different from one another. We had a great crowd at the Capital Region. Fairfield County had a pretty big crowd.
Norwich
was a good group, and Waterbury had a good number of folks. So there were a couple that were a little smaller, but still great conversation happened in all of them. Linked to the agenda are some recaps. We sent out notes from the meetings to everybody who participated, and I think all of the local committees.
Yes.
And so just sharing kind of the first couple of pages are the overall conversation as a summary for folks. And then kind of the last few pages are really notes from all of the different sessions. So there's a lot there, but we tried to summarize it to begin with. One of the takeaways was that folks are really interested in support for marketing their programs. So we were excited to be able to share in real time as it was happening that we were going live on CT Visit, to the point where I think we had one in the morning where we weren't live yet, and then one later in the day where we were like, yay, it's there. So we were excited to share that with folks, and to say that the Office of Tourism will be helping to promote 250th events within their capacity, but getting that information on CT Visit for them to have when they're creating their weekly e-news and stuff like that was a really important part of being able to get the word out to the general public who's looking for things to do. I think we knew we were never going to get the kind of visitation on ct250.org that CT Visit gets. So we're really excited that that got off the ground and folks were excited about it. We're looking at other ways to support marketing efforts, including we are hoping to create, at the very least, a listing of websites for each town, because almost every town that has a committee also has a website, whether it's on the town website, on a specific 250th website that they've created, or a nonprofit website who's managing stuff for them. So we want to get that out. So if people are looking, I think CT Visit's a great place to find kind of those bigger events, more of a thing that's happening, but there are also a lot of like smaller discussions, local resource type CT250 stuff. And I don't know that that's going to get the kind of traction on CT Visit that it will on their town's website. So we want to make sure to share a way for people to look at what's happening in their community and find that and access it. So, that was item B. So all that to say, we had a webinar a couple of hours ago with Rachel Lenda, and we had about 30 people there listening in to get a better understanding of how to put their events into CT Visit, what it looks like on the back end for them, and who they can turn to for help. Rachel and I can help to an extent with any 250th questions, but Rachel Lenda, Rob Damrith, and Jill Larson are the better people for any CT Visit specific questions. So that was good for folks to get that introduction. The webinar will be up on our website by the end of the week so that people can access it and get that walkthrough. But that said, there are also tons of resources on CT Visit for people. So those will be there too. And then April 13th, we have the Northeast Regional Planners Gathering in Ridgefield. We are looking forward to that. There is an RSVP link in the agenda if you're interested in joining us. Secretary of the State, Stephanie Thomas, will be doing a short introduction for folks. So we're really appreciative of that. We will have different conversations, including the National Commission will have a representative there to kind of share a national perspective on the 250th. So if you're looking for an opportunity to speak with them, they will be in Ridgefield on Monday, April 13th. And we will also have some sessions looking at the collaborative efforts to commemorate the Fort Knox anniversary, primarily between New York and Massachusetts, but some other folks were involved with that, and thinking ahead to some significant anniversaries coming up in 2027, 2028, and how this group can keep coordinating between different states as we move forward. So it should be a great time. We've got friends from, I know so far, Massachusetts, Vermont, Rhode Island, Connecticut. I don't think we've heard from Maine or New Hampshire yet, but I'm sure, actually, I think we do have at least one from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Rick, I think, is coming.
Yes.
So we've got almost all of New England represented, and it should be a good time. I think Maine's going to have the furthest to drive unless our friends in Canada join us. But so please RSVP, let us know if you'd like to attend, and let us know if you're interested in presenting on anything related to the 250th, and we can see if we can squeeze that in. But the meat of the conversation will take place from 11 to 3 p.m., 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it's not all day, but there are some tours of Bridgefield, Keeler Tavern, and then some time for networking and conversation as well. And then 2 days later, we'll see all of your lovely faces at the commission meeting.
Yeah, it's a busy week. That's school vacation week too. So
Yes.
Busy week.
Sure is.
My wife is having surgery that week, so I might not be able to be at that meeting.
Fair enough.
Yep.
ho-
Possibly virtually, but I might be off that whole week depending on how things go.
There are more important things. I will just
Don't-
say. I think that's
Don't say that on the live
wise
stream, Amorous.
No, I stand by it. Family's important.
Fair. No, that's
What's
fair.
the
That's fair.
250th without our loved ones, right? I'm happy to have that on the live stream. Great. I was at, I don't, some of us may have been at the, there was a 1776 sort of 2-day conference at CCSU. Last week I was there for part of Friday. There was a good crowd, a real varied set of presentations, and there were even some high school students there, so who seemed to be so engaged, according to one report, that their parents were texting them frantically, wondering why they hadn't heard from them in so many hours. So, uh, my organization, the Connecticut League of Museums, tabled at that along with a number of organizations around. So this is kind of like this is the 3rd year of a conference at CCSU, kind of organized by Matt Warschauer and friends. So that was, there's a lot of excitement, I would say, in the room about all the things that are going on at the local level.
Awesome. So I think moving on to.
Does anybody else have any other updates that they want to share, or things that they've been doing out in the community? Margaret? You just appeared, and so I thought perhaps you had something to announce. You're just finished with lunch. Okay, great. Hearing nothing, we may move on to the remainder of our agenda.
Yeah. So I think we wanted to share again kind of the current list of the affiliate program. We've reached out to a few folks over the last few months, and some have responded really positively. Some have kind of not responded or not responded enthusiastically, which is a-okay. We just wanted to make sure to put the invitation out to folks. I will say that after our last engagement subcommittee meeting, we reached out to Iris, and they are super excited to be involved and are planning their own 250th celebration, I'll call it, for July 3rd. They were working out the details. I think they hadn't really thought that this was for them until we reached out to them. And then I think they had some conversations around it, were enthusiastic, but had not quite figured out exactly what it means for them. But I think it was a really great interaction, and a reminder that not everybody has heard that this can be for anyone. So all that to say, I think we have linked out in the agenda to the affiliate program. Of course, museums and historical societies are very well represented. We've got 3 more deadlines before the 4th of July. And we have largely assumed that people won't be signing up after the 4th. We can still definitely promote things after the 4th, so we could keep that going. It's just sometimes a little bit of a struggle to find the time to get that meeting to accept affiliates on the calendar. But that doesn't mean that because it's a struggle, we shouldn't do it. But all that to say, the question is, who's missing from the affiliate program? I don't know that we need to spend our time right this second looking through that list, but if you could all take the time to look through it, if you know folks, introducing them to Rachel and I and letting them know that this is something you think would be a good fit for them. And then we can share more information. But I think sometimes the blind outreach from us doesn't go as far as, in some cases it does. Iris was excited, but I know that we've sent it out to others who have just kind of ignored it or haven't responded.
Merle did some outreach last time, and we got in at least one application from the organizations that she's connected with.
Great.
So I don't know if I'm talking loud enough.
Yeah. Are you guys picking her up? Okay. We're in a small room, so I
Yeah.
figured it'd be okay.
Are there rules around like state organizations or like arms of the state? Okay. So I was thinking about the State Historical Records Advisory Board, which I didn't see on
I think
there.
they're on. I thought
Are they? Okay. There's a whole section of like the thes, and I missed a couple in there. I was like, the was where should be on there. And then it was under T instead of under W.
We go by whatever
Whatever they
yeah,
say.
exactly.
official.
It's so annoying. We have that problem in our database as well, and I would like to expunge it because it causes real sorting problems. Yeah. I will, if you guys, can you give me the number of where you are? Like, what's the N equals how many we have right now? Because we could present the, oh, great. That's cool, Milvet. What a great idea. When the league puts out our next newsletter, if there's kind of like you guys wanted to get to 250 affiliates, right? So, and we're close, I seem to recall.
Yep.
We have 212
Oh, okay, great.
approved, and a good handful of applications for next month. So
Right.
If we blow 250 out of the water, I'm not going to complain.
No, of course, but like, I just feel like it's sort of an incentive. Like if we send it out again, like, I won't go through the list of people that I thought of, in time of this meeting, but I'll share, one group of museums that I was surprised to not really see represented are places like the Stratford Veterans Museum, the Middletown Military Museum, New England Civil War Museum, the kind of, and CT Vets 250, which may be just be coming in on one of the future kind of things. But, Christine Pitsley has relationships with basically all of those organizations and is running the CT Vets 250 thing. And so that would be like another class of organizations that I was kind of surprised were not already on here.
So I think America 250 Connecticut Veterans Coalition.
Oh, that's
It's
what it is.
technically
Okay.
CT Vets 250.
Yeah, okay.
I think this was their name before they became a 501c3.
Got it. Okay.
And
they had to
it,
change it.
yeah.
Right.
And I was going to say it might also be that their legal name is different from, because I don't think CT Vet, anyway.
Yeah.
I think they changed it when there was an issue with the sub-licensing, and I just didn't change it on the spreadsheet. So I would say,
yeah.
I'm just gonna change it.
But all that to say, yes, keep thinking. And there are probably so many. I really thought the Civil War Museum was on here.
Yeah, that I was really surprised about. But Dan Hayden's on our board, so I can poke him.
Yeah. Because I agree. I'm really surprised. I really thought
they've been at everything. I mean, Matt Valliers was at the thing last week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And so then the other thing we wanted to kind of we are down to missing 24 municipalities. And this is a double question. One, so I just tossed the list in the chat. But one is, do you know of anything going on in some of these towns? For example, in Torrington, we've been told that there's a group meeting and we're going to reach out to, I think we reached out to the Historical Society and haven't heard back yet. But have you heard of anything happening in any of these towns? Because that is a different message. Um,
I'm surprised Naugatuck is not involved. I know Mayor Pete, seems like he would.
And they have an active historical society that just reopened after
Yeah.
like a major.
Yeah.
So that's surprised. That was another one that really surprised me. Naugatuck,
There is
Torrington
somebody
also
that's
surprised me. Mhm.
doing things there and has not been like tapped by the town specifically, but I don't know if the message has just been kind of lost in translation. Like I've spoken with somebody from there. We know they're doing something.
we've got all those events on.
Yeah.
They're doing like a weekly declaration reading in front of the town
Yeah,
hall.
that's just him doing it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. At least that's what I understood from the conversation that I had with him.
There's stuff happening. Am I muted? No? Okay. Sorry, I'm on a different. I was Meriden, we have a close relationship with, and they did like 250 years of Meriden history in silver as an exhibit that they recently opened. So there's things happening in
Okay.
Meriden.
Can you, Amris, could you connect us with them? And
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's time to just send an email that is like, Dear Meriden Mayor, we have this person and they're working on 250th events, including blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Can we list them as the official Meriden contact if others in Meriden want to get involved?
Sure. The person who's employed at the Historical Society is Virginia. She goes by Ginger Jewel. She's a product of the public history program here, I believe. She's older, and sometimes super responsive and sometimes not super responsive, but we have a good relationship with them. And, I think that's the one paid position there. So
Okay,
I can connect you. Yes.
thank you.
Because they're definitely doing stuff, it seems. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if they're not. Killingworth, they use Connecticut collections. So we have some contacts at the Historical Society in Killingworth. I can't think of the name right now, but I can dig it up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I made a list of towns where I felt like the league had a contact where we could at least sort of assist you with finding at least someone at the local historical organization that might have some. But I think you're seeing, other than there's also just a bunch of very rural communities in here too.
Yeah.
Smaller and more rural, and I think possibly just a little bit less municipally organized. So but yeah, there are a few of those that are very surprising. So we will get it going.
Yeah, whatever help or outreach you can do to whoever you know in those communities, and then connecting them with us, we can continue the conversation.
Yeah.
But
Thank you for putting that list. I'm gonna copy it because that's so helpful. Every time I go through and I'm like trying to make sure I catch everyone, but since it's not a sorting list that I can grab, this is really helpful.
Yeah, I can do like a legislative reach out too, right? Like say like, hey, I'm on the 250 commission and we noticed that these particular towns that you cover are not part of it, and wondering if there's someone you can connect us to, or if you have interest facilities, like, I can.
yeah, that sounds great. I think we have
Yeah.
we sent folks the annual report, and in that there was a sheet saying like these communities that you cover are not part of the 250th yet, but that doesn't mean they read the packet. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Like, I don't blame anyone for not reading every piece of paper that's on their desk.
Can you forward that email to me? Then that'll be a, hey, by the way, you might have received this.
With the caveat that we got a lot of new contacts after that, so they might not be fully accurate.
Yeah,
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go by our little list here.
yeah. So I think it did work to some extent. Yeah, we definitely got some feedback after that.
Good.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I think those were the main topics we wanted to cover. We did want to also check and see if there were any other conferences or programs that we should have on our radar. We were, one of the CTH staff members, Khalil Kotap, was at the Digital Humanities Conference after you mentioned it, Kathy. And so, and then Rachel and I were at Matt Warshara's conference, so lots of time over at CCSU last week.
It's a busy week for conferences because it was spring break.
Exactly. But I think if there's anything else to keep in mind, we will be presenting at the Connecticut Library Association conference next month with Margaret. But other and I don't think we did not submit anything to the League's conference, but we are planning to participate with a table. So we are hoping to be in the room anyway. So
yeah, you should be there because we have a kind of 250th related thing. So
yeah. We'll be there. But yeah, so then just really anything else that we should have in mind as we move forward would be really helpful. So we can make sure
upcoming
that
things that are on my radar. There's the first STOW symposium, which is happening, I think the 18th of April. They've got Taya Miles coming. It looks like a really great day. And I think this is something that they're really working to kind of like get more involved in scholarship. It's happening at Trinity, but it's a one-day thing on a Saturday. They have some support from the New England Quarterly, and I think I might go to it because it looks really great. And that might be an interesting crossover for Stowe Center for Literary Activism. The Connecticut River Museum does an annual Connecticut River Environmental Symposium. And that's taking place, unfortunately, on the very same day as Connecticut History Day, which is May 2nd. So you may find yourself pulled in a number of directions that day. But they have tabling opportunities at the River Symposium that takes place at Wesleyan. And then, of course, there's History Day, which will be at CCSU on the 2nd. And we welcome folks. I'm hopefully having tabling and sponsoring things like any day now for the League conference in June. So
no worries.
A lot of things.
That's why I said planning on. I didn't think we had submitted any paperwork, but I had no idea.
No, I just did the mail merge for all the session proposals. I did not see you in there. So
okay. Oh, I knew we didn't put in a proposal. We
What is the event in June? Did you say LEAD? Is it
the
LEAD?
Connecticut League of Museums
LEAD
annual conference
yes.
is the first Monday in June. So that's our conference. So that's like 200 or so museum people from around the state.
I keep getting
thing at CCSU.
I keep getting emails. Do you want to put in a proposal? I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Don't want me to propose anything. I'm in the learning mode. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's good. It's good. You should come though. It's fun.
I might come. I'm always excited about
Good
new
day.
things.
We've got some funding from the Office of the Arts to bring in. We're putting together what I hope will be a pretty interesting to be determined, but the idea right now is thinking about censorship and self-censorship in the museum space right now, because our theme is like museums and the future of democracy. So I think it'll be of interest to folks who are involved in this commission. And then we'd love to have the libraries come back and table again. That was really great to have the Library Association there last year. And we're hoping to we also have funds to do a participatory art project the day of the conference. So so that everyone can participate in creating a work of art together.
Cool.
It
And
should be fun.
is it a full day event, like a 8 to 4 kind of situation?
Yeah, it's like a full day event. Yeah.
All right.
June
Registration.
1st.
Yeah, I got it. I'm on your page, on that page. Registration's not open yet?
No, no, we just closed session proposals, so
Okay,
we're not
all right.
there yet.
Okay, I
We're
didn't think
running a
so.
little behind. There's a lot
I'm
going
sorry. It's no judgment. I'm like a
Fine.
complex person, right? Like, so as soon as they
Just
say,
it's just the little like stress demon that sits on my shoulder and like wakes me up at night and is like, "Did you do this thing?"
I'm sorry.
You've all got those, right? I'm not alone.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
But wonderful. So we appreciate your help keeping the pulse on what's going on and where we might want to be. And again, any help with connecting us with affiliates or with any of these town committees would be so helpful. We really, no, I'm still hopeful that we can get all 169 towns. I want that full map colored in. So next step is just calling them every day until they give me a name. If nothing else, just to get me to stop calling them.
Give me a name.
But yes, so thanks all. I do say take a look at the recap from the regional gatherings. It is really interesting to hear all the stuff people have going on, all the different takes on some of like the national initiatives, like America's Potluck and the reading of the Declaration of Independence, and like how people have taken the 4 themes and run with them. I think it was so great to like hear from so many different voices over the course of those 2 weeks. In hindsight, I wish we had spaced them out more. But there's really a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of appreciation for the leadership of the commission. So we're grateful to all of you for listening, for sharing ideas, for working on this for almost 4 years now. It's been a long time coming. So thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for all
you.
your work. Yeah.
And with that, we shall return 26 minutes of your day, which might be the biggest thank you of all.
It's great. I picking my son up today. Like, you know, Rachel and I are in the same boat. So the more work I can get in before I gotta head to school is sets me up better for later in the week. So I can like brush off that demon.
Perfect. Well, let us know if we can get you anything to help with the affiliate and the local committees. But thanks for everything.
Yeah. Thank you, folks. Nice to see you all. Have a great day.
Seeing you. Bye.